I'm at the Koch River. This is at mile 37, just a little bit south of 37, and here's an area where there's some washout repair done recently. It's really nice here along the riverside, very peaceful. It would be really nice to do a walk from Koch River by Miller Road all the way down to the Koch Road by Cowichan Station. I think I'm going to put that on my list of things to do for 2020. This is really beautiful. I'll just walk up to the rail line. There's a couple spots here where the rail line is right alongside the river, and it's really nice. Obviously not so nice when there's a washout during high water, but as far as scenic beauty of what I'm after today, this is really nice. So you can see this is unballasted track here. But it's on a solid footing now. Looking south, and looking north at mile 37 along the Koch River. I'm walking south along the Koch River, just south of mile 37. Lovely area, a little swampy down there, and nice river. And I like this area. There's the river is just nice and scenic along here. Would have been nicer a few weeks ago with more leaves on the trees. That's okay though, I'm just happy to be here. If I just continued on this way, eventually the line's going to curve, and eventually a few more kilometers down I'd get to Cowichan Station, but I'm not going that far. This is really lovely. Nice carpet of maple leaves. I just have to be careful that I don't slip on any slippery, slick ties. That's okay. Walk slowly and carefully. This is sure nice and peaceful. This is about 7:15 in the morning. Should be sunrise now, but it's a foggy day, so I'll just have to believe in faith that the sun is up somewhere. There are some nice stone inuksuks here by the railway. You gotta find something to make it interesting while there's no trains. Such a nice spot here, just a ways south of mile 37. One of those mysterious corners where it leaves me with a dilemma of, do I keep walking to see what's around? At some point I need to turn back. That's part of the fun of exploring. There's always something you have to leave unexplored. I found some more inuksuks here near the Koch River. It's like a Easter Island. Really, really beautiful. My tripod is not one of them, but I am playing around capturing hopefully a nice unique perspective. Very lovely. These inuksuks are my turnaround point, so now I'm going to work my way back northwards. I'm heading back to the place where the railway crosses the Koch River, crosses the little side channel and then the main channel. So there's two structures, and then I'm parked just beyond that at Miller Road. And so I get to enjoy a lovely walk with these leaves. And then after I'm done that, I might carry on down to Shawnigan Lake area and look for the last spike. Oh, this is lovely. Walking northbound, just coming up to the mile 37 post. Koch River beside me. A little bit of a swamp on the other side. And we're coming up to the area of a washout that's been recently repaired. Let's see it from the other angle. But first, just looking south. What a pretty, peaceful morning this is. When I was scouting this location using Google Maps, this area is what really caught my eye, just because of the proximity of the rail line to the river. I figured there'd be some interesting views, and I'm not disappointed. Nice turn here on the river. There are salmon jumping in the river. It's that time of year. Oh, this is beautiful. This is what I love, the sound of the river moving, the history of the railway, the beauty of an autumn morning with fog. Yep. Nice. Trying to walk from tie to tie, but they are spaced pretty far apart. And that's where I just came from. Walking northbound alongside the Koch River with the sound of geese. Sound of sirens on the highway. Mile 37. I must look for a mile 38 sign if I get that far. So we're coming into an area with 2 or 3 farm crossings in a row. So I got the whistle sign. And then we'll get to crossing the Koch River. Yeah, this is beautiful again. There has been maintenance on this part of the way because the blackberries and weeds and other stuff have been cut back around the sign. This is what happens when you're allowed to do it. That's fabulous. I like old farm buildings. Nice to look at next to an old railway. Coming up to another level crossing for a farm. This one's really simple. Just a bunch of gravel fill. And ready to round the corner. Working my way up towards the South Channel timber pile trestle for Koch River. Oh, that's a nice color. I'm coming back to where I was almost 2 hours ago in the very early part of dawn. And now we'll see what it looks like in not sunlight, but fuller light. Okay, so this is the Koch River side channel timber pile trestle. And then looking north, the main channel bridge. Okay, so heading northbound. Next stop is Miller Road, where I'm parked. This has been fun. Let's just look one more time back at the bridge. This is an area that floods, and even though the grade is quite high up, you can see that there's culverts set on either side. So when the flood waters go on either side, they can go through as not wash out the grade. There's some of the swamp down there that rises when we are in the big rainy season. But maybe during coastal drought that doesn't happen. I'm heading northbound and coming up to where there were two trestles that crossed over top of this E&N Railway up until I think the early 1980s or mid to late 1980s. And they were both for logging to get down to Cowichan Bay to the wharves. And one of them was a bridge for trucks, a trestle for trucks actually, and then it went across the highway as well over top. There's the grade through there, which was for the logging road. And then just beyond that was the trestle for the Canadian National Tidewater Subdivision, and it crossed over top of the E&N and then over top of the highway and then headed down to Cowichan Bay. paralleling the railway right now is the grade for what used to be the logging road. And I don't think I'm going to see any evidence of the E&N Railway trestle today. I've seen pilings in a hill just over off of Trestle Road, the corner of Trestle Road and Miller Road, but I'm not going up there today. And I'm coming up to the level crossing at Miller Road. Somewhere right around here was the crossing of the trestle. So CN was over top of the E&N. And there's Highway 1 and Top Shelf Feeds. Still a customer of the E&N, but now they have to go to the Wilcox rail yard with their truck to get their grain from a grain car and do some transloading. And here's the level crossing for Miller Road, and also has the mile 38 marker. So now I know where I am.